Most service members have access to benefits that could significantly improve their financial future. But the reality is, many of those benefits go unused, not because they aren't valuable, but because they are not fully understood. If you're in the military right now, there's a strong chance that you are leaving opportunities on the table. And over time, those missed opportunities can add up to thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost value. This isn't just about benefits, it's about how you position yourself during your military career. Now, in this video, we're going to break down some of the most overlooked military benefits and, more importantly, how they can be used strategically. Greetings and salutations. This is the Adjutant. Here we focus on clear thinking, disciplined strategy, and informed decisions. Today we're going to talk about military benefits most people miss. Now, most people think of the military benefits in a very surface level way. They think paycheck, housing, maybe even retirement, but military offers a layered system of benefits that, when understood properly, can be used as a wealth-building framework. The problem is not access, the problem is awareness and strategy. Now, the first benefit we're going to talk about is something that I'm actually, wonderful and has helped me, and that is the GI Bill. Let's start with one of the most well-known and still one of the most underutilized benefit, and that is the GI Bill. Most people think I'll just use it after I get out. But the strategic use of the GI Bill can include transferring it to dependents, using it while still in service, stacking it with other education programs. This is not just education, folks. This is financial leverage. And then there's the second benefit, and that's TSP matching, or free money. Some people might think of that. The thrift savings plan, we just talked about mistakes in the last video, but let's frame it differently here. The match is not optional. It is guaranteed return. If you're not maximizing your match, you're leaving money on the table every single month. Now, if you're finding this helpful and you want more conversations about military benefits, financial strategy, and long-term planning, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about benefit number 3, or the BAH strategy, and that's basic allowance for housing. Now, most people use BAH to live. Few people use BAH to build. Now, there is a difference. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there's house stacking and buying strategically, geographic decisions. BAH can be a wealth tool, not just a housing allowance. Then there's benefit number 4, and that is the VA loan. Now, this is one of the most powerful benefits available. No down payment, favorable terms, repeat use, but again, most people use it casually. Very few use it strategically. Now, I'm curious about something. Which benefit do you think is most overlooked or the most misunderstood? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about benefit number 5, and that's TRICARE, healthcare. This is one of the most underrated financial protections available. Healthcare costs alone can derail financial progress. This benefit provides stability, predictability, and protection. And I can tell you that even if you're a multimillionaire and if you don't have a good health insurance plan, you can certainly deplete that faster than you could possibly imagine. That is why I firmly believe that the healthcare benefits and insurances is a powerful wealth building tool, because that's an avenue of depletion of resources that you never have to go down. Let's talk about benefit number 6, and that's the retirement system. In the military, we have the High 3 and the BRS, or commonly known as the blended retirement system. Most people don't understand long-term value of a military pension. This is not just income, this is lifetime financial infrastructure, if you will. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to explain the one benefit that ties all of this together and why most people never fully take advantage of it. Now, let's talk about the real benefit. The real benefit is not any single program, it's the system itself. The military provides income, benefits, stability, opportunity, but only for those who approach it with strategy. Now, if you understood how to use these benefits together, you can build stability and wealth, long-term security. And building long-term security is something that everyone should consider. Now, let me take a moment and bring all of this together, because it's one thing to list out the benefits. It's another thing to actually understand how they work together in your life and in all aspects of your endeavors. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I've seen over the years is this. People treat military benefits as separate things. They think, this is my paycheck, this is my housing, this is my retirement, but they never step back and look at the full picture. And because of that, they never fully benefit from the system. So what you want to start doing is thinking in terms of connection. You want to connect the dots, if you will. How does this benefit connect to one to another? How does what you do today impact where you'll be 10, 15, or 20 years from now? Because when you start connecting your TSP contributions, your housing decisions, your use of the GI Bill, your retirement planning, now you're no longer just participating, you're operating with intention. Now, let me give you a simple example of what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, you have someone who contributes consistently to their TSP, uses their BAH strategically, understands their VA loan benefit, takes advantage of education benefit. That individual over time is building equity, savings, opportunity. Now, what you do is you compare that to someone who doesn't contribute consistently, uses benefits passively, doesn't think long term. Both served, but both had access, but the outcomes will be very different. Now, the hidden benefit is something that you should understand, and this brings me to the most important overlooked aspect of understanding benefits, and that is time. Time in the military is not just time served, it's time with structure, time with stability, time with access to benefits, and if that time is used well, it compounds. So let me ask you this. I want you to think about this for a moment, folks. Where are you right now in your military journey? And are you using the benefits available to you, or are you simply just moving through the system? Because you should start considering shifting your mindset. The real shift is not informational, it's mental. You have to move from I have benefits to I have tools, and tools are meant to be used. The military gives you something very unique. It gives you a foundation, not a guarantee, but a foundation. And what you build on that foundation, that, folks, is up to you. This is not hype. It's not about saying everything is perfect. It's not, but what is available, if used properly, can position you in a way that many people outside the military just don't have access to. So when you think about the military benefits, don't just think about what they are, think about what they can become in your life. I hope this has been helpful. This is the Adjutant, and I'll see you in the next one. I wish you all blessings and blessings. Shalom.